Hey everyone, it's Holly Marie King, and we're back with the Emblem Knights rough draft. Yeah. I think this is when it starts getting really ridiculous. Promise the final draft's better. Anyway, let's get started. Chapter 26, A Birthday Miracle. Happy 9th birthday, Joey! Yuri shouted happily as she shook her brother awake. What? Joey blinked sleep from his eyes. Adam moaned in his sleep. It would be a mistake to wake a 6-year-old up so early in the morning. Come on, sleepyhead, Yuri said, uncovering the boy. You don't want to miss the sunrise, do you? Joey was awake now. Oh yeah, he gasped. I'll get my flute. He quickly started getting ready. His cloak was flung on and his flute flew to his hand. Come on, let's go. He grabbed Yuri by the hand and was almost too impatient to get there at a reasonable pace. Yuri chuckled as they went. Slow down, big guy. She always loved birthdays. It was always just the two of them, and birthdays were the most special. There it is. Joey stopped the stampede at the pond and watched for a couple minutes for the sun to rise. He then raised the flute to his lips and played a beautiful melody. Yuri sat and basked in its beautiful melody. What's going on out here? Alex asked, rubbing sleep from his eyes. Do we wake you? Yuri asked, standing. Joey kept playing, but could feel his perfect birthday fluttering out the window. I'm sorry. No, Maddie's having her baby right now. Alex said sleep. Yeah, Maddie's having her baby. Whatever. She started screaming in pain just a couple minutes ago. Like, really? Oh, really? Yuri's heart sank. She was excited for Maddie, but realized that her and her brother's day was ruined. Oh my god, the miracle life, and her brother's birthday's ruined. John rushed out of the home they lived in. Maddie had a boy, he shouted excitedly, and she named him Murphy. Well, isn't that sweet? Joey looked up at John. Really? That's great, he said politely. He looked over at Yuri, waiting for her to say something, but she seemed off in another world. Come on, Yuri. Maddie is waiting for you, Yuki shouted, coming out and grabbing Yuri by the arm. But Yuri looked back at Joey as the girls flocked her and pulled her away. No buts! We have to go now, Alice said, just as excitedly. Jeez Louise, Alex sighed and sat where Yuri had been. Joey's hand shook on the flute that was now by his side. He dropped it as tears ran down his face. It's not fair, he said, covering his face. First his mom and dad, then his grandfather. Now his sister was being taken from him. From him? It's supposed to be a period. Hey, what's wrong with you? Alex asked, watching the kid cry. It's my birthday, Joey sniffed, and every birthday me and my sister go out to watch the sunrise together, and we go on an adventure, just the two of us. You know, things are changing, Roy said as he walked out. Get used to it. Roy, so sensitive. Joey looked at Roy with a newfound passion that it even scared himself. He only stood there like that for a second before running off. I can't believe you, Alex shouted. What did I do? I was only telling him the truth, Roy said in his defense. He's 9 years old, and all he has is a sister, Alex said before he ran off after Joey. I don't think he really needs to run. He's kind of short. Luckily, Joey hadn't run far. Joey, the boy jumped, but Alex put his hand out, trying to get the boy to stop. Calm down. Thought you were Roy, Joey sighed with relief. He started to cry again, but covered it with his arm in hopes to hide it. Alex smiled warmly as he sat down beside the kid. I bet if we hurry up and get back, Yuri will be waiting for you. How do you know, Joey sniffed? Because she loves you more than anything, and you have no idea how excited she was about today. Even though there's a baby that has just been born, she'll try to get back to you as soon as she can. Alex said truthfully. He had talked with Yuri a little bit last night and remembered her mentioning Joey's birthday over 10 times. You really think so? Joey asked. His tears had stopped. Of course. She doesn't care about anybody more than her little brother, Alex said with a warm smile. Can you do something for me? Joey asked, not looking at Alex. Anything, Alex said. He cared about Joey. The boy was a lot like his sister in many ways. Will you make sure Yuri doesn't end up with Roy? Joey asked. Alex turned pale. Let me guess. You want me to be with her? Yes. Joey nodded. She cares a lot about you, too. She's just afraid to tell you how much she cares about you. Alex said, Joey, you can't make two individuals fall for each other if one of the other doesn't feel the same way. A gigantic tentacle reached out and grabbed Joey with amazing speed. Alex, help me! Joey shouted. That was sudden. Yuri, Alex whispered. He knew what he needed to do. He knew what needed to be done to take care of this monster. 1 second, buddy. He closed his eyes and sent an electric signal towards Yuri, hoping it would reach her. I don't know why I did that. Joey, I'm so sorry, Yuri said as she came out of the home. Roy was standing out by the pond, waiting for her. Did you see where my little brother went? She asked him. No. Well, why worry about him? Roy asked with a dreamy look on his face. Because it's his birthday, and I need to spend time with him, Yuri said. A sudden jolt surprised her. An image flashed before her eyes. Yuri, Joey's in trouble. Come quick, Alex's voice whispered in her head. Never mind. I know where he is, Yuri said, trying to walk past Roy. Then you shouldn't worry about him, Roy said, standing in her way. Yuri squeezed the burnt mark on her finger, hoping her message reached Alex. Because he's my little brother, and it's his birthday, she said, still trying to get by him. Don't worry, he's probably somewhere off with Alex, Roy said, still not moving out of her way. With a sigh, Yuri stopped moving back and forth. Will you please move out of my way? Why should I? Roy asked. Because if you don't, I won't hesitate to hurt you, Yuri warned him fairly. Roy moved close to Yuri, almost wrapping her within his arms. Why not stay here with me? Yuri smiled mischievously at him and then kneed him in the stomach. Because my little brother needs me, jerk. She stepped over him and ran to go save her brother. Why not the crotch? I would have kicked him right in the crotch. Yuri! Alex shouted as he spotted her from a side glance. He was a little occupied fighting off a gigantic octopus. Joey looked completely out of it, enwrapped in all of its tentacles. Oh my gosh, Joey! Yuri shrieked. This couldn't be happening. How did her little brother get captured? She had been only 5 months ago. Oh my gosh, she said 5 minutes away. I have an idea, Alex told her as he fended off the octopus. He looked at her with a nod. Oh no, I killed someone last time, Yuri said, backing away. I'll be fine. Come on, it's either me or your brother. Alex said he knew there was a good chance he might not survive. Yuri covered her mouth with her hands and shook her head. Look, it'll be okay. I want you to use my life to save your brother, Alex said, still fending the monster off. But I don't want to lose either of you, Yuri blurted at him. Alex paused in shock. That's when the monster hit him with the tentacle. I'm okay, Alex said, winded as Yuri rushed over. Alex! Yuri shouted in fear that he'd been seriously hurt. Alex put his hand on hers and pulsed his power within her. What? She hadn't realized what he'd been doing. Use it well. I know you will, he told her, weakly smiling. Yuri gulped and stood up against the octopus. Here goes nothing. She used the electricity flawlessly. The creature died almost instantly. Alex's powers returned to him, but he did not wake up. Yuri knelt next to him and put her head on his shoulder, beginning to cry. No, Alex, you can't leave. I need you, she said, tears splashing down her cheeks. Wow, this is way different from the final draft. Why are you crying? Alex asked, sitting up against the rocks he leaned on. Joey and I are both safe. Yuri's tears fell silently down her cheek. Yuri. She looked at her little brother. I'm going to go see Murphy. You want me to go with you? She asked, trying to keep her voice steady. Joey shook his head. I want you to stay here with Alex. He smiled at her and ran off down the road. Yuri wiped the tears out of her eyes. I'm sorry about that. I guess he's just a little forceful when he thinks of me, she said to Alex. Alex didn't answer. He was staring up at Yuri. He just sat there with his arms behind him, seeming to think of something. A couple minutes went by with the two sitting there, staring at each other. Then Alex reached up and cupped both of Yuri's cheeks with his hands. He slowly pulled Yuri's face towards his. Yuri just let go of herself. Then she closed her eyes, bracing herself for what was coming. She could feel the closeness of his face and the soft brush of his lips against hers, until his lips were firmly against hers. The kiss was brief, but seemed like an eternity had just passed by. When it was over, the two blushed. Sorry. I was just about to see something, Alex said, embarrassed. It's okay, Yuri stammered. Her body shook uncontrollably. Can you stand? Yeah. Alex shook his head, but had to brace himself on Yuri in order to fully get off the ground. Well! I forgot that I wrote in there. Well then. Chapter 27, 5 New Mouths to Feed is the next one, because we're having babies! And something else happens. It's completely ridiculous. This is not in the final draft, but, you know, it is what it is. God, I forgot how weird. This is how old was I? I was a teenager when I wrote this first time. It's like 17 years ago. No. 15 years ago I wrote this story. That's how long it's been since I wrote it. Alright. Well, anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you're interested in the book, final draft, not rough draft, because I'm not selling it. You can watch it here if you want. I'll have my Wattpad, which is free, or you can buy it on Amazon. It'll be in the description below. If you know someone who would like this, please share it. If you would like more of this content, please subscribe. I have it once a week on Mondays. If you hated it, well, it's a very cringy story. It was written by a teenager, so, you know, sometimes I don't like it either. There will be plenty of cringy stories coming up next time. But yeah, anyway, hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye!